Hi everyone, today we'd like to start a series related to defense. I would like to post like my defense and my attacks during the week. This was a request in one of the videos and I think it was a good idea. I will say why, in my opinion, my defense was good or was bad, and why the defense of the person I fight against was good or was bad, which mistakes I did, which mistakes I didn't do, what I'm going to do next, how to improve it. Okay, so it will be a little bit this kind of things. So one of the main questions will be why defense is that different than attack. So in attack, you try to find a team that beats this particular composition 10-0. Okay, this is your target. Whereas in defense, your target is to find a team where if you are attacked by multiple common teams, they are not going to be able to get the 10-0. So it's not a team that you would use in attack. Maybe it's a very bad team in attack because you never get the 10-0. But in defense, it's very difficult to win against them 10-0. And Octavia is an example of a team where a lot of the times it doesn't give you a 10-0 in attack, but in defense, maybe they give you 7-3, 9-1 sometimes, 8-2, and this is the type of team that you are trying to look. Also, there is the idea of you need to create 3 defense teams. So you need to do in a way where beating one of the 2 of your teams or 3 of your teams, you try then the best manner to win 10-0 with the common heroes is using a particular team. Imagine to beat my defense line number 1, the best way is tough, but to beat my second defense line is also tough. Right? Then you put in a compromise the attacker, because he used tough or she used tough for killing the first line, he cannot use tough to kill the second line. Okay, so this is the idea. Right, so I will show you like how I usually do this, and let me go to my defense team. So I was testing my Octavia team, which I always like to do Dante, Nebula, Iris in defense. Heidi is better against Heidi, but the problem of using Heidi is doesn't work that well against any other setup. So I still trying to work. So I was using Martha initially at the beginning of the Global Championship of this season, but I see that sometimes doesn't perform well. So I was trying to go with Lian because Lian slowed down the other team. I think it has not performed well. So then I thought to use Phobos because it's still energy, it stand, slow down the enemy. So I was trying to find something like this, and still not sure. Phobos works well, but I sometimes was better Martha, other times was better Phobos. I still trying to figure out another manner. What I usually do, or I like to do, except for Octavia teams, I try to put 2 problems in the team. When I mean 2 problems is, let me show you, for example, this team here. Okay, this is one of the things I was trying. The first problem, the damage dealer, will be having Amira. It's obvious, but at the same time you have JJJ, so Julius, Judge, and Isaac, and then you need to find a solution against them and a solution against Amira. So having 2 problems, and they are different to beat them, to try to find how I can be able to beat this. And this is the reason, like for example, I like this team, Tristan, Jasmine, and Oya, because Tristan and Oya is a problem, Jasmine is a different problem, so you need to find a solution for both of them. This is what I try to do. Okay, like I can show you here what I did. So I went with the teams, I was trying Phobos here, Alien here. What I always do is I fight with a traditional tough team and I see the performance 9-1. Okay, then I compare against Phobos 9-1, so there is not too much difference. Then I went with Progress, and I will go probably with Eternity and probably with a Chaos team with Fire Siblings. The idea is to try to understand how good or bad it works. Okay, then for example here, I was thinking, okay, let's go with a team that slow down and time out. I don't need to win, I only need to time out the battle. So I thought, let's go with Jorge Faceless for the energy gain. Let's go with Lian, and let's get with Phobos. It worked well against Tough, as you see, 5-5, but against Progress it was 10-0, so I thought this is not a good team. Then I went back to my Progress team. Like, I don't like to use Progress anymore in defense because everyone has a counter to Progress. Everyone has tried to Progress, so I was trying to do a little bit different Progress or a different manner to do Progress. So I did Julius, Isaac. In that case, in my previous team, it was Julius, Judge, Isaac, and I put Sebastian with Jasmine because Sebastian Jasmine is a problem and JJA is a different problem. It didn't work very well because the normal Progress usually win this. So my idea here is, okay, let's remove Judge and have more aggressive team. So Jasmine benefits of pure damage of Sebastian, and then I wanted to use Astrid with Lucas to benefit from the ability of Sebastian to reduce the armor in front of the team, and then I have an Isaac and Julius to do more damage in front line. However, after testing, I realized that a simple Octavia was able to win. Then against Disnator 7-3, against Progress 3-7, and against TAF 9-1. So somehow I think it's not a bad team that I would like to try. I know this team beats this one, okay, but I realized that the traditional mix of nature and chaos doesn't work well. Progress doesn't give you 10-0. TAF also doesn't give you 10-0. So it looks like that maybe this team is a good team in defense. Okay, I will give it, I will test it. You need to give at least 3 or 4. At least the problem with these numbers, the idea is they will find a team probably that can be 10-0, like the one I provide here, but also they will have sometimes teams that they do 9-1, and they will go with a team that does that 9-1 and they win. They have luck, 90% of probability to be success, so they will go with this team. So sometimes you need to leave like 2 or 3 days or a whole week to see how the team performs, and I'm going to go with this team to see how it works. If people I want to beat, the problem of doing with this team is I removed Jasmine from the Tristan Oya Jasmine team, that I love it to play with, so it's a problem, right? This is my problem. I strong this team in exchange of making the other team weaker. Okay, so these things you need to take into account. So okay, I will show you my attacks and my defense from the first week. Okay, I will show a couple of them only to show you, and then the next video will be properly only focused on this. Okay, so this was my first attack. In this team here, my idea, I saw Amira, and then when I saw Amira, I like to go with JJJ, and then I see that it was faceless with Jorgen, so I know it's a team that can time out very easily with Phobos here, so I wanted with 2 damage dealers. Okay, and then I put Astrid here because I know it that Astaroth bans the hero, the energy of the last hero, and Astrid is not affected by this, so this team will work well, so it worked. Second team, I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it too much. I'm sorry for the person who created this. And the main reason is you don't have armor penetration here. I don't know sure why it's using Dorian here. Maybe he doesn't have other hero, but I think Dorian here, I don't see the point. I understand Rufus because Rufus is very good against magic teams. So maybe this team was a trap against magic teams, maybe against Amira. Not sure, I didn't like it too much. And then I have this team here, which is the old Keira with Sebastian and Jet. Okay. How I beat this team is always with Luther. Luther jumps in the middle, turn around Keira. It gains time to Artemis to ultimate, so we can see the video. Go a little bit fast. Okay, now it's ultimate, turn around Keira. You see, it has turned around Keira, and then Jasmine is ultimating, and then it's game over. I think this team is not performed very well. Like Artemis is going to ultimate faster. Taking into account that Luther is going to stand and turn around the team, so there is not too much to do here. Okay, the other team I fight was this one here. This is the old Bloody Mary. I think it's not variable anymore. I went with Corvus to damage Orion as soon as possible. Then we have here KDF. Okay, so sorry, KDF no, TKF. Okay, so Tristan Keira with Fafnir is a good team. They use Luther here. I think it's interesting. My idea is always when I see Fafnir here is calling for Astaroth. Okay, because Astaroth is going to ban the energy of Fafnir, and Fafnir will never ultimate. Then in that case, I play with Oya to pick up Keira. Keira is the lower health in the team. And then Jasmine will kill also Keira, so it will be too much damage for her to hold the line, and then it's game over because you don't have a damage dealer in this team. So you will see what happens here. Step Tristan. Very fast. Okay. You see Keira is in front of, and now she's dead. Very fast because of Oya. Jasmine has been, Astaroth has been banning the energy of Fafnir, so it's game over. You see, simple. Okay, and in my defense, let's see how it was. I don't know what I played. I play sometimes weird things, and I think it will help. I hope so I find myself. Okay, so this was my defense. As I mentioned, I was time with my Dante, Nebula, Iris with Martha. I failed here. This combo of using Celeste looks like works very well against this team. Okay, using Celeste works very well, and it didn't work. I can show you the video. I was expecting honestly it was going to be more difficult to beat. No regeneration, Nebula doesn't help. Then also help the enemy team, which is what it needs against Dante. Also remove the marks of Dante. You see, I lost the front line and then it's game over. Okay, so quite easy battle. Then the next team is a team I love too much, which is Tristan, Oya, Jasmine. I play with Fafnir, so there is a problem here. Fafnir, Jasmine is one problem. Oya and Tristan is another problem. And then I put Julius here to make it more complicated. They went with this team. I don't think it's a good call. And then the second team is the traditional mix of Chaos with Faceless or Chaos with Massey. This team, if you don't have Massey, attack always with Progress and it will be an easy victory. If there is Massey, avoid Progress. Okay, this is the rule of thumb. I didn't think it was a good idea. Okay, we can see this battle here of what happens. Keira is going to go in front line. If Lars, no idea why it didn't Lars, probably because the energy of Julius or Tristan was already over, so that's it. It was quite straightforward. Okay, so this was the first day. I will do another video for the remaining 4 days, and I will be going with all the days we have played. It has not been a good season so far. We have lost matches for human mistakes, so you will have fun, and I will show you like mistakes that I have done and how I evolved my defense teams. So hope it helps, and see you soon.